Welcome to the Certified Badass Online Marketing Podcast, where being a badass has less to do with what you wear and what music you listen to, and everything to do with whether you've got the thriving online business of your dreams. I'm your renegade thinking Harvard Law grad turned online entrepreneur host, Bobby Klink. In my years building my thriving business, the most important lesson I've learned is that being a badass online marketer isn't about secret strategies or ninja tactics. It's about doing the basic stuff right and showing the F up. So each week here on the show, you'll get clear, easy to execute guidance on how to build your online business and a swift kick in the ass or two to make sure you're getting it done. Hey there, welcome to today's Friday live episode of the Certified Badass Online Marketing Podcast. I'm your host, Bobby Klink, and I'm excited for today's show. And I can tell you I'm excited for today's show because it wasn't planned. Candidly, I had planned to take all of December off from these Friday live episodes of the podcast, but then I was inspired. I was inspired by something that I simply had to say, that I simply had to get out, that I simply had to communicate to other people. And so that's why I'm here. That's why we're doing this episode. And then in this Friday live episode, we're going to talk about something that I hear a lot of entrepreneurs complain about, and that is freebie-seekers. You will hear people say this: my list is made up of nothing but freebie seekers. And there's resentment in their voice. There is an upset. There's a sense that that's a problem. And like literally almost an animus towards freebie seekers. And I'm here to say, cut that crap out. That's what today's episode is about. Now, at least if you're my kind of entrepreneur who would style yourself as a serve first entrepreneur. And so that's what we're going to be talking about today. That's what we're going to be kind of chatting about, why that is, etc. So I want everyone to get that. Now, with that, before we actually dive in though, I do want to tell you that this episode is brought to you by my newest freebie. And it is a crazy good freebie. If you haven't heard yet, my team and I have created something called Badass Online Marketing University. Badass Online Marketing University. It is a 100% free training program that is going to grow over time to teach online entrepreneurs all the things they need to know to build a successful business. Our vision for this is to put an end to a persistent problem we see, which is death by 1,000 courses. In other words, we see online entrepreneurs who have an amazing idea, who have an amazing gift they want to share with the world, who come into the online space and they get chewed up and spit out by the fact that they have to spend or feel like they have to spend money on this course and that course. And they're spending so much money on courses learning that they never actually get anything done. And so we said, that's dumb. We're going to fix that. We're actually going to create a program that's going to have all the things. Right now, you can sign up, head over to bobbyklink.com/bombu. Right now, we have the first course, the foundational course called Online Marketing Foundations, which teaches you how to think about marketing and marketing right. You get that free. But in the next couple of months or next few months, we're going to be adding a course on messaging, a course on copywriting, a course on list building, a course on legal foundations. And then we're going to keep adding. We're going to add something about how to create a course, about how to do a beta launch, about how to tell stories, basics of email marketing, basics of content marketing, and so much more. This is not a course. It is a free online marketing university. It is our vision to create this, and it is our service to make entrepreneurship accessible to people across all kind of geographic areas, across all abilities to pay. We want it to not be a problem that you can't learn what you need to know to build a business. So that's Badass Online Marketing University. So that's that. Now let's dive in. And again, you can sign up by heading to bobbyklink.com/BOMU, B-O-M-U. Now with that, let's dive in to this issue of people complaining about freebie seekers. And I want to be clear. I am not speaking in this episode to the people who are very upfront that they're in this for the money. I'm talking about the sorry, what I mean by this is not an episode for the people who market by taking pictures of themselves in front of private jets, Lamborghinis, and mansions. That is not who I'm talking to. But that's not my audience. See, I hang out with entrepreneurs who will almost universally say this: I am a serve first entrepreneur. Okay? This is the starting point. And yet, when you actually start listening to what they say and what they do and what they complain about, their actions do not meet their words. And I'm not blaming you if you fall into this camp, because I had this too. There are these ingrained thoughts that we have that we've learned over time that it's hard to get past. And what I'm going to tell you is that if you're doing this and saying, I'm a serve first entrepreneur, but I'm pissed off at all these people who grab my freebie and never buy anything, you're not a serve first entrepreneur. Because if you're a serve first entrepreneur, you don't get mad that someone got value from you for free. You say, thank the Lord that I was able to help that person. And I mean that seriously. I get joy when I see the ripple effects that I have in the world, whether that person bought anything from me or not. And if you are going to claim that you are a serve first entrepreneur, you need to have that exact same mindset, that exact same view of the world. Otherwise, just say, I'm in it for the money. I'm not in it to serve people. And I'll just tell you that when you actually look at people who've done this and built amazing businesses, one of the things they're going to tell you is that your your success will actually be directly tied to the number of people that you help in the world. Now, some of those are people that you help and they pay you to help you. Some of those are people that you help for free. And guess what? Those people send other people your way. And eventually, they might be the person who buys from you. But if you want to build this kind of like a business that people are flocking to, or that they're coming like moths to the flame, you've got to be a serve first entrepreneur. And that means you celebrate people who get on your list, who get incredible value from your freebies and don't buy from you. And I can tell you stories of those people. I can tell you people in my community who were the freebie seeker, other people would have thought, for a long time, but are now critical people in my community. One of them is a woman named Melanie who never bought anything from me the first year she was on my list. She's now in my coaching program. She was someone who was a decision coach at my event recently, who is talking to other people and helping them to see the value that I could bring to their world. Only because I chose not to be mad that someone was on my list for a freebie and not buying, but because I honored that decision and I served the living hell out of those people from day one. And what I'll tell you is that when you take that approach, it can change everything for your business. But it's not just about people complaining about freebie seekers. This is a sign of a deeper issue that's happening. And I saw this issue come up in some discussions with people in my community. And they were talking about, this woman, Chrissy, who is a copywriter, was talking about how she was recently asking someone, what's the purpose? What's your vision for your business? And they said, well, I want to sell courses. And it broke Chrissy's heart, or it made Chrissy say, but wait, we need, what else? And I'm with you on that, Chrissy, because we all need to have a deeper why. We need to know what it is that we want to do in the world. And, I'll just tell you, if you have that, that's the kind of thing, that's the kind of power that can come in like having a deep why of understanding exactly why you're doing what you're doing and having a vision for a legacy, for the ripple effects, for like the impact you can have beyond yourself, beyond the I need to make money. And the important thing here is to understand that there's a critical distinction between marketing and selling. Marketing is outward facing. It's about what do you need. from my perspective, it's about what do you need. Whereas selling is inner focus. What do I need? What do I want? And I want to be a marketer. I don't want to be a seller. And that means I want to serve my people how best I can serve them. And it means that I want to like the people I work with. And what I'll tell you is you need to like the people you serve. Because if you don't like the people you serve, you will get grumpy when there are people who are freebie-seekers. But when you truly enjoy the people you serve, you'll be at a point where you can celebrate their successes, whether they buy from you or not. Because you'll say, that's someone, and I had a piece in that. Now, I don't know if it was huge. I don't know what it was. And I don't claim to be the reason that they succeeded. But I can see these people, and I said, I had some part in that success. That's a ripple effect. That's some positive impact I'm having in the world through other people that I've helped. Here's all I'm going to say to you. If you're going to tell me that you're a serve first entrepreneur, that needs to be your perspective too. And I'll tell you that being a serve first entrepreneur and having that perspective is the path to ultimate success. Now, I'm going to do an episode sometime in the near future, but I can just tell you as a little bit of a preview of this, at my live event that just happened where I announced Bomb You and I gave it away for free. Okay, I had my coaching program where people who wanted to work with me and actually have my time as part of it, that they paid. But the actual Bomb You was free and I announced it. I'll tell you that our conversion rates into coaching, a $7,000 offer, blew away any conversion rate of anyone else that I've ever heard about talking about happening at an event, live, in person, or virtual. And I attribute that to the people in my community seeing me, knowing me, and understanding that I am a serve first entrepreneur and I'm going to be there for them no matter what. But if they also knew that they can invest in themselves, they would get something from me too. So I'll just tell you, this stuff works. And I'm here to say, I celebrate freebie-seekers. And I think you should too. So that's it for this episode. And if you haven't yet, I'd love for you to join Badass Online Marketing University. Even if you're a freebie seeker, I'm not going to complain. I just want to help you. I want to serve you. You can head over to bobbyklink.com/bombu and you can get access free. And as we make it better, as we grow it, as it gets better, you'll get all of those courses that we add in there too. So that's it for this week. This is probably going to be my last Friday episode this year, unless I get a wild hair about something else. But I'll see you again on my normal Tuesday episodes. Talk to you later. That's it for this episode of the Certified Badass Online Marketing Podcast. Make sure to tune in next time. And in the meantime, go out and build the badass business of your dreams.